Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing fantastic today. I'm Mysticle, and today I'm going to bring you the latest in XR news. Today we're going to be talking about the Quest, the Apple VR headset, PSVR 2, and overall just a ton more. So, as usual, enough blabbering on, let's get right into the video. We're going to begin with some unfortunate news once again. Another Quest game is now shutting down. This time, it's Nerf Ultimate Championship. Now, this isn't going to come as a surprise to many. While a lot of people have been very upset about this isn't as large as the Echo VR shutting down controversy, which is still going on, by the way. This game wasn't actually killed by Meta. So, as much as a lot of people would like to pick up the pitchfork here, this one isn't on them. To read directly from the store page. The future of Nerf Ultimate Championship. Hello, champions. Today we have some important but hard news to announce to the community. On the future of Nerf Ultimate Championship, with a heavy heart, the decision was made to wind down support for the game and any future content. The choice to do so does not come lightly, but with recent changes at our parent company, Secret Location will be shutting down as a studio and will no longer have the resources to continue supporting the game. This means that players will no longer be able to launch the game after August 31st, 2023. The game will also be delisted on the Quest store as of March 1st, so that no additional purchases to the game can be made. We know the passion and enthusiasm you all had for our game is still there, and we hope you enjoy it with your friends until the end date. Thank you all for playing our game and for the energy you brought to the arena. Now, this isn't a game that I actually played a lot, but there was a lot of joy when it was first announced, and once again, I can see a lot of people enjoying the game, and I do think that there will be quite a few upset about this. Again, this one isn't on Meta, but it is still unfortunate that another game is shutting down. This seems to be a trend right now, with studios and games shutting down, and not just across VR, but across gaming as a whole. So another Quest game is once again shutting down, disappearing from the Quest store, and if this is a game you are interested in, play it while you can. Let's move on to the next piece of news. Now onto some positive Quest news. Synth Riders, a game that I actually enjoy quite a lot. And in case you guys are interested in exercise music games in VR and haven't checked out Synth Riders yet, I would definitely encourage you to see if it might be something you're interested in, as Synth Riders just announced their brand new Gorillaz music pack. Immerse yourself in a virtual world of Gorillaz with Synth Riders' latest 7-song music pack. Groove to Gorillaz' most iconic hits and tracks from their latest album, Cracker Island. Available to buy now on the PSVR, PSVR 2, Quest, and Steam VR. This is definitely one that I am going to vibe to. Synth Riders and Beat Saber are two games that I jump into if I want to play some kind of exercise music hit games. And if you're looking for an alternative to Beat Saber or want to switch things up a little bit, I would definitely recommend you check out Synth Riders, especially now that they're pumping out more music. Now, let's move on to some Apple XR news, as we have some interesting news on release date and possible reveal time frame. The iPhone maker is now aiming to unveil the product at its annual Worldwide Developer Conference, said the People, who asked not to be identified because the plans are confidential. Apple made the decision to delay the launch earlier this month after product testing showed that both hardware and software issues still need to be ironed out, they said. The debut of the headset has been a long time coming, with Apple working on the technology since around 2015. The device, which melds virtual and augmented reality, would vault Apple into its first major new product category since the company began selling smartwatches in 2015, and Apple plans to charge around $3,000 for the new product, a pretty daunting price. Yeah, this headset isn't going to be for everyone, and I've seen a lot of really split decisions about the device in the comments down below. As I say in every video that we mentioned the Apple VR headset in, this is one that's definitely going to split people apart. A lot of people don't think Apple should be going into the VR and AR market at all, as they're going to bring some interesting ideas into the market, including removing the headphone jack, not including a charger in the box, and notches. But others want to see Apple in the market and want to see them succeed. I don't buy many Apple products at all. I'm an Android user, and I don't have a Mac. But I still want to see Apple succeed in the industry, as I do think that there seems to be a trend where Apple succeeds, other companies tend to follow. So I can see why people would be concerned concerned, but I can also see why Apple succeeding in the industry would be a massive plus. Let me know your opinions on this one down below, as it really seems like the reveal of this headset is getting closer and closer, especially if they plan on to start selling it by the end of this year. And of course, in case you want to read the full article, I'm going to leave a link to it down below. Now, onto some PSVR 2 news, as PlayStation has torn down the PSVR 2 to showcase its internals. This is not something every company does, and I find it really, really interesting. I found it super interesting when iFixit first tore down the Quest 2. It was a really nice look at the deep insides of the device for those that don't necessarily want to do it themselves, including me. I don't want to tear down the device, as I probably wouldn't be able to get it back together in one piece. And it's nice to see exactly what the company has put where, and whether they kept their PCBs nice and tidy. Well, Sony has now done the same with the PlayStation VR 2, tearing down not only the headset, but also the controllers. So in case this is something you guys are interested in, again, it's not something we see a lot from every company, so for those that are interested in tech, this is a pretty fun watch, and I'm going to leave a link to both of those videos down in the description below, so that you guys can check it out for yourself. Here is a possible Sony leak. Sony listed 4 previously unconfirmed games coming to the PSVR 2, including an unannounced sequel to First Contact Entertainment's Solaris Off-World Combat. The games were listed on the German PlayStation blog, in a gallery area with a subheader listing Solaris Off-World Combat 2 alongside a trailer for the original game. The title also appears in the tags for the site. And on Twitter, First Contact posted more details coming soon. I'm pretty sure this is a confirmation that we can be looking forward to Solaris Off-World Combat 2 coming to the PlayStation VR 2. The same gallery also lists Wanderer, Gorn, and Project Wingman, none of which have been confirmed for the PSVR 2 yet. Wanderer and Gorn aren't particularly surprising, as they made it to the original PSVR. So that isn't necessarily too surprising there, but having confirmation that Solaris's Off-World Combat is getting a sequel for the PSVR 2 is going to be very exciting for many. And with more and more titles showing up on the PlayStation VR 2, I'm not exactly surprised to see the other titles there. I just sincerely hope they take advantage of the PlayStation VR 2's higher-end haptics and adaptive triggers, as I think it would be an awful shame not to take advantage of the high-end technology given to us, as I do think that it boosts immersion by a lot. Talking about games coming to the PlayStation VR 2, Walkabout Minigolf is amongst those titles coming to the headset, but not to the PSVR 1. Upload VR confirmed this with the studio with a response of, "We have no plans to be available on the PSVR 1 at this time, but are always assessing the best use of our resources relative to player interest." A Mighty Coconut representative wrote over email. For those unfamiliar, Walkabout Minigolf is a super fun title that you can play with friends and family, where you jump into a virtual world of minigolf, and a lot of the worlds you can jump into are very bright, very interesting, and just overall it's a super fun game to play. It's one that I would jump into from time to time with friends and family, as it also supports a single account multiplayer. So that means that you need to buy the game once and you can play it on the same account on multiple different headsets, and I have multiple different headsets, so this definitely makes the game a lot easier to play. In case that sounds like something you're interested in, I'm going to leave a link to it down below. And finally, onto the Pico 4. The Pico 4 now offers full OpenXR support. Pico headsets are now fully compatible with the OpenXR standard. OpenXR is an open standard, as the name says, for VR games, titles, apps, whatever you want to call them. I'm really big into open standards and different headset manufacturers using them, because it means a developer can develop a game for one headset, but also have it work on basically every other headset out there, which is really, really good. OpenXR is a standard supported by large parts of the XR industry. It ensures that XR apps are compatible with as many devices and platforms as possible. This eliminates the need for lengthy and complicated software customizations, which saves developers a lot of time and money. Consumers benefit from OpenXR by gaining access to more apps and games. The Quest 2 and Steam VR have supported OpenXR for some time. Now Pico is announcing that its headsets are fully compatible with the OpenXR standard. The latest SDK release includes several feature updates to completely support the OpenXR standard. All Pico headsets are compatible, including the Pico Neo 3 Pro and the Pico Neo 3 Link, as well as the Pico 4 and the Pico 4 Enterprise. According to Pico, the company expects this to enable a larger and broader range of apps. In case you guys are interested in the full article, I'm going to leave a link to it down below. This is really good for Pico users, and I'm seriously hoping that we get to see a lot more apps coming to the store now. But with all that being said, I'm Mysticle, and this was today's XR news video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like. If you disliked it, I guess this button works too, but let me know why down below. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and thank you so much to the Patreon supporting this channel. You guys help me out a ton, paying my bills, paying my subscriptions, and helping me make these videos better. If you guys are not yet part of our community, check out our Discord down below and check out our Reddit. I want to see you posting your spicy memes on there. And as usual, if you want to be notified about official content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.